Hello everyone, hope you're having a glorious day. This video will cover what is mental illness, trying to give you an idea about what is the difference between just feeling sad and down and the blues and actual full-blown mental illness, and then what to best do about it. So let's dive right in. So our bodies are made up of different entities. One is the physical, the brain, the material matter. And to understand a biological origin of, let's say, something like depression, we could take the thyroid. If we were to have thyroid dysfunction or block the thyroid production, you would feel depressed. Or if we were to infuse lactic acid into anyone, eventually they would feel a panic attack. This is a biological, physical manifestation of depression or mental illness. Now, we are also mind, the non-physical, non-material entity that comprises us. These are our beliefs, our thoughts, our choices, our acts of will, behaviors, and our sensations and desires. Now, we may have disordered thoughts or beliefs. Those might be implanted from our family of origin, our parents, or people that have been a deleterious or negative influence on us growing up. We might have thoughts like, I'm stupid or I can't do this. And we might feel bad because of that. Now, a lot of therapy is addressed at things like this. And finally, our spirit. Now, if we murdered someone, we should feel bad. Our spirit transcends this earthly realm to the heavenly realm. It gives us an understanding of the transcendent and objective morality. Now, the DSM is used to diagnose different mental disorders. And the whole mental health care delivery system uses this as the standard. But uniquely, as psychiatrists, I am a brain mechanic, so I pop the hood and take a look around. How I do that is to look for meaningful ways that I can intervene and make a difference in someone's life and functioning, optimizing their brain function. How do I do this? How is this possible? Well, just for simplification, I would break down symptoms or reported problems into 10 categories, these 10 categories. And when do you decide it is a mental disorder? Well, if the symptoms, which are the subjective reported complaints, similar to like if you had a cough or a fever, and then what are the signs? Well, those are the objective findings. So I would actually measure the temperature or take a blood pressure. But in psychiatry, we also want to make sure that these are severe enough that they're affecting people's relational capacities, that they're affecting their work, or they're affecting their recreational pursuits. Now, if a person is a threat to their own safety or families or other people's safety, the community's safety, or they're gravely disabled, they cannot appreciate their the ability to clothe themselves or bathe themselves, hygiene, house themselves, or secure food, well, then that is also that is considered a mental disorder. Now, how do I do this? I may ask questions about neurovegetative signs like this, and I'm thinking about the brain and its function underlying, for instance, the hypothalamus that regulates all those things. It's a homeostasis or thermostat. And so I'm pairing these signs and symptoms with their brain disorders. Now, responses to avoid. The first one is to ignore, and that increases shame and stigma. For instance, I am thinking about someone who told their close friends that their child was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and they never asked about that child again. They were always curious to know, well, how is your son doing? And after they told him that, it was almost like their son didn't cease to exist. A second response to avoid is, I'm going to fix it. Well, if someone told you they had cancer, would you try to fix it? This is also not a good response. And the third one, which has been a favorite of the faith community in the past, is, well, you just need to have more faith. You need to throw away those medications and pray more. This is something I would urge you to strongly not approach someone with a mental disorder. Now, as Christians, is there a biblical approach to guide us in helping others? I think there is. Jesus answered the most important. Listen, Israel. Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul, the spiritual capacity, with all your mind, your mental capacity, and with all your strength, your physical capacity. Second is to love your neighbor as yourself, social. There is no commandment greater than these. Well, this is the biopsychosocial spiritual model of healthcare. And also, this is how Jesus developed. It says, and Jesus increased in wisdom, mental, and increased in stature, physical, in favor with God, spiritual, and with people, social. So the tips that I would say in approaching people with mental illness is set the bar low. If you don't know how to handle the situation, ask them, hey, have you considered seeking professional help for this problem? Seek professional help early. If in doubt, better to get it checked out. Now, pick up the phone, call for them. Walk them through the process of getting an appointment. Hey, here's how you would do this. Check up on them. Ask them, hey, how's it going? Did you see someone about that? I'm really concerned about you. And check on them. If you have to, help them with transportation or navigating the maze of insurance, finding a referral, or hey, I noticed that you told me last week that your doctor put you on medication. Are you taking it? Is it working for you? Are you gonna see them again? What if all of us adopted the Good Samaritan concept and we felt that we were our brother's keeper, that we did look after one another? See, this is a satellite image of North Korea, and it's a cold, dark place from space. It's highlighted by places where we are free, where ideas are not sequestered by the government. And so what if we were the light of the world? What if Christians or the church was the light to the world and helped others, engaged others with mental illness? I think we could do a whole lot better than we're currently doing. I hope this is helpful, and I look forward to talking to you next time.